Hello fellow Sengoku Basara fans, and welcome to another video from my series called Character Ranked List. Today we have number 6, which is Katsuie Shibata, a gloomy young man. Oh Katsuie, what is so interesting in your hand? No, seriously, why are you looking at your hand like that? Is there some message? Do you have a list of your amazing names of your attacks? Don't worry Katsuie, I have my list here and I will read every one of them. Don't worry, don't worry. Oh yeah. So Katsuie's theme is like depression, yeah. One thing that kind of bothers me is that his stage intro is that he's putting his helmet on his head, but as you can see there's some like rope that keeps his helmet on his head, and yeah, we don't see him getting the rope ready, so what's up with that? But that's just a detail. All right, so let's talk about his appearance. So yeah, his appearance is okay. He has quite nice armor. What I don't really understand is are those two squares on his armor. Yeah, like why are they there? The one on his knee is probably so that he can kneel, but the one on his shoulder is there why? Like for Nobunaga to rest his leg, or I don't know. Yeah, and also he has a very girly hairstyle, but you know, for some reason this hairstyle really works on him. Yeah, it looks kind of good, even though it's something that makes him look like Emily Strange wannabe. For some reason it looks good. Alright. Alright, so now let's talk about Katsuie's personality. So Katsuie is a very sad man. I think it has something to do with his unsuccessful rebellion against Nobunaga Oda. So yeah, I'm sure that's something like that. Like he probably like lost his pride because Nobunaga Oda like beat him, but he still keeps him because he doesn't find Katsuie worthy of killing. Yeah, that's my interpretation of that. So yeah, that's that. Also, he has a huge crush on Oichi, and in reality, he succeeds in the end. Not in this game, but yeah, in reality, Oichi married him. And man, I would love to see Oichi with Katsuie, because you know, Oichi with Nagamasa, they are kind of like water and fire, because yeah, Nagamasa is super energetic and Oichi is like really gloomy and depressed all the time usually. Or you know, she's like she's a very toned down character, you know, she's kind of very silent and yeah. And so yeah, like Nagamasa is kind of keeping her alive because how freaking energetic he is. But yeah, if she is with Katsuie, I don't know what these two would be like together. They would probably create a huge pile of darkness that would eventually swallow whole world. So yeah, that's that. And yeah, I kind of ship them together. I'm just curious to see what these two would be like together. You know, that I need to see that. Please, Sengoku Basara 5, let me see what Katsuie Shibata would be like if he succeeded with Oichi. Alright, so now let's talk about Katsuye's gameplay, because that's what freaking brought him to number 6, which is freaking hard. We are talking about 40 characters here and you're freaking 6th. That's a huge success. So yeah, Katsuie Shibata is freaking enjoyable. His square string is fine, it's nice. I love the green effects. Then he has, okay, let's look at the awesome names of his attacks. Okay, so his triangle is called geometry. No. His square is called Geometry of Emptiness. How freaking awesome is that? And I love this move, how he's charging, you know, his 4 layers. That's just super badass. And I know you can charge your moves by dodging, you know that, but I'm not doing that because I freaking love Geometry of Emptiness. You know, I know it's not super practical, but it's super stylish, and that's all that matters to me. Oh yeah, then he is one of the freaking weirdest Basaras out there. Let's look at that, okay? Okay, so that's perfectly fine. But then he starts to like building 3 rooms. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I really have no idea. So yeah, then there's his triangle, which is called Quasi-Regularity of Frustration. Now that's awesome, and I like this move when it's supercharged, but when it's not, it's kind of it's just very basic launcher. Yeah. So yeah, I don't use this attack at all if I'm not charged up. Then he has a freaking amazing attack. This is called Translation of Dread. Okay, so that's not super badass, but yeah, the attack is. The name isn't super badass, but the attack is super freaking badass. That's usually the case with forward plus triangles. They are usually very useful and very cool. Then he has one of the coolest attacks, like aesthetically wise, and it's called Relativity of Powerlessness. What again? Relativity of Powerlessness. That's absolutely kick-ass. That's absolutely freaking kick-ass. Okay, I don't freaking care what anyone says. That's Relativity of Powerlessness. That just sinks to my heart, man. So freaking. I don't know that his names of attacks are kind of emo, but yeah, they sound really cool. Relativity of Powerlessness. I just love that. And then there's skill revision. I don't really like the skill revision. The only thing that I like about it is that it adds 1 charge to your moveset, so that's cool, but that's about it. I'm not really a fan of these skills that are launching you to the air. Okay, then there's this projectile attack, which is called Degeneracy of Anguish. So yeah, again, very cool. Very freaking cool. Yeah. I really like projectile attacks. Plus this one is green, so yeah. Alright, then there are his 3 R2s, so let's start from the end, because that's his transportation skill, and I'm not into transportation skills. This one is called Definition of Wandering, and yeah, it changes Katsuie into some type of freaking helicopter. Yeah, it's ridiculous attack. And it's interesting how this game is all about like rotation, you know, like that's mainly because obviously Yoshiteru, who loves to spin his roulette. But yeah, it's just something that I've noticed, that this game really emphasizes rotation. Okay, then there is super useful, super cool, and super dreadful second R2. Oh no, it's his first R2. Yeah, second R2, which is called Apex of Despair. Despair, yes, despair. It's a really good attack, really powerful. And yeah, then there is my favorite attacks. My favorite attack, his first R1, which is not like super useful because it takes freaking long to initialize, but again, wrong R2. Spiral of Agony. Spiral of Agony. Tadagatsu, protect me. Yeah, this attack is downright beautiful. It really is. And I usually play Sengoku Basara with my sister, so I usually play it in split screen. And this attack is really usable when you have some partner, you know, because for example we took down so many bosses like that. You know, my sister is usually like wrecking the boss with some regular combo, and in the meantime I'm freaking preparing Spiral of Agony. Yeah. Alright, so that's everything from me. Tell me, what do you think about Katsuie Shibata? And yeah, tell me, who is your number 6? I think that this character is really success. That this is super awesome character. I hope that new installments of this game, of this series, will bring more super cool characters like Katsuie. Like, don't get me wrong, Sakon is also very cool, but yeah, I definitely prefer Katsuie's gameplay style. Yeah. It's just freaking joy to play as him. Yeah. It is. So yeah, there you have it. You can do it like that. Yeah, you can evade and charge your moves like that. So one more time, his Basara, because of how super weird it is. Alright, so I'll bid you guys farewell.